The float is a helpful way to kind of meditate and to manage the negative thought spirals or the obsessing that kind of leads to the dark spaces that feel comfortable to me, but I don't want to be there. With it being dark in there and no sound, you can kind of see the distance between your thoughts and who you are. If you are hearing the thoughts, then you can't be speaking those things, like object and subject type situation. In the dark space, you can kind of come to notice, like, that's not me that's talking, or that voice, that fear. You can kind of let the energy kind of pass through. You can notice it, but you don't have to hold on to it. And I'm learning to be a little bit more compassionate and serve myself, because then I can serve other people better when I have given myself some sort of care and love.
I'm a trainer and a nutrition coach and a wellness counselor. Floating has helped me heal both physically and mentally. It's helped keep my energy levels up, my perspective on life better, and floating has made me more self-aware. Every time you go in the tank, your awareness level rises. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's emotional, and you're able to deal with these things because there's no interruption. And it really brings an awareness to your body. You think deeper and you think straighter and you keep more focused for a longer period of time. So you can figure things out mentally a lot easier in the tank. I was having trouble with my shoulders and I didn't have mobility, I didn't have full range of motion. I got in the tank and I started moving around, and suddenly within a half hour into the tank, I was able to move my shoulders in a range of motion that I hadn't been able to do in about 3 or 4 years. It was completely relaxed. And I didn't think about it, it just happened for me.
I'm a music creator that's been through quite a lot of post-traumatic stress, emotionally as well as physically. And I've been using the Motor City Float to heal everything. I got in a very huge head-on collision in 2016, and I was searching for ways to cope with that post-traumatic stress that I received, and just did some initial research on it and saw just therapeutic benefits in general. Especially after the crash, I wondered, like, maybe if I just sit in something that doesn't have any pull to my bones and my muscles, that I can really feel out exactly where my pain is and begin to relieve it. I was more struggling with hand movements because I had a lot of disc herniations from the crash. So I was losing the feelings in my pinky and my ring finger. So focusing on that and then going to the piano after floating really helped me see exactly where the muscle movement was changing.
I'm barely 40 and I have pretty bad arthritis in my spine and hips with spinal stenosis, compressed disc, bone spurs. I have a 9-to-5 desk job where I'm sitting pretty much 8 hours a day in front of a computer. So I have a lot of chronic aches and pains, and sitting all day sort of agitates those aches and pains. When I float, it's just so therapeutic for my body, a relaxation that you can't get in any other way. You get into the tank and you get in the water and it's like you can't feel where your body ends and the water begins. When I go through a float, when I come out, it's just like every cell in your body has relaxed. And, the aches and the pains in the body are much more alleviated. I can move and I feel much less stiff, and I feel like my mobility is a lot better after I've had a session in the float chamber.